Okay. So, now buffer size set right now. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so anyway, guys, sorry about that. What happened is it was more of the internet problem than the computer problem, and the oh god, fix one problem and you gotta do it another one. I can't win at all. So anyway, guys, sorry about that. What happened is it was more of the internet problem than the computer problem, and yeah, definitely it's playing better now. Yeah. So if you guys wondered why that happened, I'll tell you why it happened. Um. The Vonet adapter. I mean, because my computer doesn't have an Ethernet port on it. A Wi-Fi port on it. So I'm using an aftermarket bridge to connect the computer to T-Mobile, and it gets latency crazy, and it just basically drops the ball, and that's what happened. And I'm sorry about that. It just happened. It's life. And you forgot to plug in the other microphone. Yeah, I know. At least I know how to do that problem real quick, don't I? Mm-hmm. All right, so it's better. Now let's see if we can have a show today without basically making a mockery of everybody. It actually kind of worked out anyway because I have a phone call from a gentleman that wants to kind of meet up with me at McDonald's, and I had no problem doing that, and this is better now. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, I don't have the right chat on the screen. What? I'm sorry, I don't have the right chat on the screen. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, no, I'm actually serious. I can't believe that. You got the wrong chat on the screen. Oh my god. That is totally hilarious. Yeah. It was Michelle got the wrong chat on the screen, guys. That's why she didn't see anybody. I am so sorry. Oh, it happens. I know. It's so hilarious. Well, at least it's one thing I know how to fix. So let me edit that and fix this right now. And make sure to check the right screen. It was the right chat, but what happened was when the computer crashed, I had it tied to the to the stream and not to the yeah, there we go. That's what you want to see. Okay. So now we got that fixed. So let's just paste out for the Discord. You're gonna put you might, since we're in Frontier anyway, you want to put Discord up. I guess so. I wasn't going to put Discord up, but okay, sure. I'll do that. So let me go turn Discord on for you guys. My desk is like my life, a mess. I actually am serious when I say that. My desk is a mess. I'm talking about the virtual desk, not the real desk. The real desk ain't too bad, but the virtual desk with all the some screens and layers is just absolutely nuts. Yeah. So let's go into the Discord. I should have enough bandwidth to do this, guys. We hope. Yeah, we'll hope. Okay, so check the frame rate. It's holding. Since the screen right now is pretty static anyway, it should be a deal. And so, are you meeting this guy? McDonald's, because I didn't eat dinner yet, so I have to eat something. So, I figure I'll meet him McDonald's, and after the show, it's my first choice, but you know how it is. So, are you meeting this guy? McDonald's, because I didn't eat dinner yet, so I have to eat something. So, I figure I'll meet him McDonald's, and I hear it, Lum. You know how it is. So, I think you should just leave the Discord chat off for now, because I think it's confusing the computer a lot. It's taking up all the bandwidth. Yeah, open and shut case. I hear it, Lum. You know how it is. So, I think you should leave the Discord chat off for now, because I think it's confusing the computer a lot. It's taking up all the bandwidth. Yeah, open and shut case. Fame, please do not step all over my keyboard. So anyway, yeah, that's why I turned Discord off. Because of that reason. Because, I worked on this thing for days, and everything was as good as could get. Technically, I couldn't make it any better than it is, but you know, this is technically it's hard to understand because I worked on this thing for days, and that sounds good. Yep. So anyway, like I said, I've been working on this thing for days, and last night I was really excited when I began to see the results of being able to do things with the other system, and I got excited, of course, and thinking about the fact that I'm going to be able to do something with the T-Mobile and the Vonets adapter. Well, the Vonets adapter it's not exactly the most sensitive thing in the world. It's still working literally days, not just hours. There was a lot of work that was going on in the background. Like I said, I have to make trade-offs between quality versus what is accessible to me from the phone company, and because I only have DSL, I don't have cable modem, and so I have to make do with what I got, which is okay for uploading videos, but they take forever. But live streams are really hard to do, and so anyway, I'm going to be doing a show with R11830 on this channel tonight. The difference is I'm going to be just using Hangouts, and he's going to be using his system to do the stream, which OBS is actually using the same codec in the background that I'm using. I don't know if FFmpeg is the most forgiving of the codecs. It certainly is it's a clusterfuck of complications and buttons and God knows what else. It's just nuts. The amount of switches on it and buttons to press and command lines, options. It's crazy, and I just. Well, pretty much I'll let you decide because I really don't have much of a show. Tonight's show on our 11s is going to be talking more about the political stuff that we started to cover on my one of my stream practices, which later turned into a nice informal gathering of people, including you, where we started covering a variety of topics. Like, for example, like, what's the story with people like Ruth Bader Ginsburg? I mentioned that instead of Rich in that show last night. It's the fact that the old crone is basically looks like crap, smells like crap. You know what that means, right? Yeah, she's crap, okay? She's old, she's retired. This informal gathering of people, including you. So basically, she needs to go to the old lawyer's home because she's done. She's finished. She doesn't even have any fit left in her at all. The issues was my DSL connection is ferociously old. I'm only getting about 900 kilobits per second up. And then when I put on other streams, what happens is that they're all fighting for the same pipe. That's what the problem was. So, that's the reason why we're having problems, is because it was just too much data to shove down the tiny little hole of straw called a DSL connection. There's a fire where the shooting occurred in California. What caused the fire? Incendiary devices, or did you accidentally shoot some electrical cables in the building? My mother packed some stuff to be ready to go. What do you mean to get out of... Oh, so you're like a wildfire kind of thing, not like a building fire. Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's an issue. Everything is just messy. But then again, we are in the last days, okay? And I know you guys don't want to get waxed political or religious or whatever, but we are in the last days. Right now, Famous warming himself right next to the mixer, not on it, but he's covering all the controls with his paws. Fortunately enough, I got the main buttons that... Okay, that's what I thought. Man, at first I thought it was a building fire you were talking about, which would have been kind of uniquely strange, but yeah, wildfire makes more sense. Yeah, but you know what? Let me say this. As far as the shootings go, I think it's not so much the gun; it's the person holding the gun is the problem. What is causing it is mostly men. First of all, there's not too many women. This guy was originally was a military veteran. So he obviously knows his firearms. But the question is what causes these people to do what they do with firearms? A firearm by itself is inert until the person picks it up and holds it and uses it. Now, you can use a firearm for good and you can use a firearm for bad. You can use it for bad to kill innocent people that have done nothing to you. You can use it for good to protect yourself against a wild animal that's charging, tearing at you, but ready to rip you to shreds, or protect yourself from home invaders. But James Marine with who? I don't actually know who the person is. All I know is that they said that they've been watching the show for a while. They said they would like to meet me at McDonald's. And I don't have a problem with that. I really, if it's an informal kind of lunch or McDonald's dinner date, I guess that's fine. I have a problem with that. Yeah, he just called the studio line and said that he's been watching the show for a while and he likes the show and he's in the Winston area and he wanted to meet up with me. And I said, well, around 6 o'clock I'm going to be going for dinner anyway, McDonald's. So I said, how about that? And he said, fine. So that's probably what we're going to end up doing. We'll just go to McDonald's and get some food. Who's paying for it? I don't know that. Show, and he's in the Winston area, and he wanted to meet up with me, and I said, "Oh." So, like I said, I don't know. What about Patty? Well, officially, me and Patty are not dating. We're just friends right now. So, we're not going steady. Well, I mean, in my case, I was going to McDonald's to get some lunch because I didn't go to Soup Kitchen because I was so dog tired. I just when we went and slept in. When my alarm went off, I sent a message to the group I used to hang out with. I said to them, I'm not going to be at McDonald's today because I'm too tired. And I said, I just need to sleep in a little longer. So, since obviously I got to eat something, I figured, because I got to do a show with Rich tonight on his channel. So, I need to have something in my stomach. I want this McDonald's. I'm not sure exactly what those some of these emojis mean because I don't know any of these emojis. Oh, okay. So right now, from listening to it on my phone, it sounds like as long as we don't try to get too crazy with the internet stuff, it seems to be playing okay. And I start layering types of stuff and lots of special complicated visual effects. It's when the stream basically just goes pear-shaped in a fast way, which is not unexpected. So right now, from listening to it on my phone, it sounds like as long as we don't try to get too crazy with the internet stuff, it seems... Yeah, it seems to be doing good. It seems to be doing good right now. So now, let's go for ear test. Actually, IN ear test. How does things look and sound to you on your side of the things? Because I just checked it out on an Android phone and it looks good. But how does this look to other people? Yeah, if I want to go with the phone cable company, the problem is that they're going to want to charge me for the bundle. And the bundle is not just phone. It's not just internet. It's phone, it's internet, it's TV. I would need to get all three. But yes, I can improve my internet. And there's no data caps on it, which is a plus, but they will have to run whole new cables from the existing demarcation point from the cable company modem is, or the cable is in Michelle's window, to the wiring closet. Yeah, I don't think my landlord wants to see more holes in his wall. I mean, I got like the equivalent of a small train station in my wiring closet, where all cables coming in from all the other networks and things as it is. Well, it's in with my phone bill, so it's about the same price. It's going to be about it's $103 let's just say $103 a month between the phone and the home phone and the internet combined. So, since obviously I'm not changing phone lines, it's not gonna happen. I would end up paying. I remember when I was living in Torrington, I had cable internet. I paid $80 a month for the internet by itself. I did have the cable phone company, though. I didn't have AT&T at the time. So yeah, but $80 a month I paid when I was in Torrington. You really want to see my internet hit the floor, right? R11H30. Right now we're not on T-Mobile, so if I played any other streams on it, it's gonna skip and jump all over the place. You gotta get another airport card for this computer. You have to get one, either third party or... Yeah, I got empty slots. This computer didn't come with the airport card. So, I don't even know how in heaven's name an airport card would actually work, since the computer is a large Faraday cage. But it does seem to work. As our 11H30 found out the same thing I would have told you. When you got your internet card inside a big giant Faraday cage, you're not going to get too much internet. So, I mean, and then there's the installation price for the cable company. I don't mind the idea of getting a cable internet so much. It's not like it would be really bad or anything, but I just think it would be an expense that I was going to end up adding to my other expenses. I mean, so you're going to talk about $100 a month on top of existing bills when I'm just this month I'm having to be working in a profit. I really not much of a profit. It's pretty thin margins, but it's like, hey, I'll take what I can get. So I am gonna try to do some things to fix things up. Yeah, well, right now I'm plugged right in too. But I don't know anything about how you're connected to, I mean, what kind of internet you got. If it's cable modem or if it's, maybe a higher graded ADSL that may be available in your area, because I know I've seen your show and it looks good. So what kind of internet is you have? You have Fios or do you have something else? Actually, if you know how to grow your own food, you can get the food for just about free. But there's still going to be upkeep involved. You can, after all, you can buy a couple packets of heritage non-hybrid seeds, find your place from fertile land, and maybe like a backyard and plant the seeds into your backyard and grow your crops. Problem solved. There you go. Obviously, for you get the fire hosing. I don't got that. I wish I had it. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we don't have much choice about free food or free gasoline in the urban environment, even in suburbs, depending on zoning policies and ordinances. In fact, in some places in Winston, for example, and I noticed that in some places you can actually raise chickens, and in some places in Winston you can't raise chickens. I have a big plot of land in the back I could use to plant the garden, but unfortunately, right now it's winter's coming, so that's not going to happen. Yeah, but out on the water, I'll be honest when you say about we need gasoline to drive. If you have a gasoline fired car, you need gasoline to drive. If you got an electric vehicle, you need electricity, and if you got a diesel, you need diesel. So, um, and actually, technically, we don't really need to drive. In some cases, that's part of the problem. We drive so much, and we walk. We don't even walk enough, and the next thing you know it. But then there's a reason why I can sort of say that argument doesn't hold water very well, and that's this: the United States is very spread out. It's not like in one of the smaller European countries where it's practical to have commuter trains and buses everywhere. I don't know much about the Mini Coopers. I know what they look like. Um, but I don't really know how much money it really saves in fuel. But oh well, you know how it is. You win some, you lose some. Okay, pussycat. I need to get access to my USB cable to charge this phone. Keep this phone charged. There it is. It's gorgeous. I know. So at least the sound looks good. People's there talking. You win some, you lose some. Okay, pussycat. I need to get access to my USB cable to charge this phone. Keep this phone charged. Upside down, Michelle. So Canada is really spread out. Yeah, I know. So is the United States. But unlike the United States, most of the Canadians tend to in the southern part of Canada, where in the United States, we're spread for all over the entire this country. I mean, we in the northern tiers, such as like Wyoming and Montana and Idaho and Iowa, there's a lot of farming out there. What? Someone cracked your windshield in Winston? How did they do that? Well, Winston is very much like we said before, very much like like the Hollows. They call them the Hollers in Kentucky. It's a small little niche, kitschy little town that has the Connecticut version of the hillbillies live here mostly. So it's very insular overall. So, see, apparently, I guess, you know, so many people went to when they see a Pennsylvania license plate in his car, probably didn't. I don't know. Maybe some of them just didn't like having an outsider here. I don't know. It's really low. Mostly domestic disturbances, actually. If you go to citydata.com, you'd find that out. It's mostly just domestic disturbance crime, and sometimes occasionally some drug convictions, but that's it. Violent crime is, other than domestic disturbances, is like none. Ugh. Well, stream's playing okay. Yeah, it's playing okay. Yeah, it's playing okay. So, are the gangs in Winston? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, if there is, I don't think Winston has gangs. At least not any that I know of. But unfortunately, Winston's got a lot of rowdy drunks that do things, as stupid things as they do. It's no lie about that. Strange, just as much as a. I'm so not used to this monitor yet. It's hilarious. Because it's so wide. Screen area. But that's no big deal to you anyway. It's just working on it. How's the BBS doing? Again? I'm just asking. I can't really see it in the corner of the screen. Let me... 725.6 kilobits per second. So right now we're holding our own. And I'll be honest, I'm not going to get it much better than this guy's. But like I said, it's definitely not. If I spice this up on Frontier, you ain't gonna be seeing much spice. But I could change some of the background a little bit. So let's start by, let's see. Let's turn off the overlay. Let's turn off the chat screen for a second. So you can see. Oops. I got it. Alright, so they can see me now. But, should have made the video chop up into sushami. No, I hope not. Should have made the video chop up into sushami. No, I hope not. Well, I see why I don't usually spice it up, especially with Frontier. You know, if I can get the better internet, it would be fine. You saw I could do it. You know the software can handle it. It's YouTube that can't. So, let's go back to a nice background. How about the patio? Patio. Okay. And you want to put your corner back on the screen so you can see. Yeah, so you can see me. Let's just do a quick pop over. So What does the average house cost in Winston? Well, let's define average. Maybe 125,000. I would say it's ones like unless you go in the Winchester Center, they can go a little more money because they're it's an even smaller part of the Winston outskirts. But in town, you can get home for maybe about 125,000 average. So that's what the prices of homes are on Winston out on the wire. They're not super cheap. They're not super expensive because Winston has kind of higher taxes though, so you pay more in property taxes. Maybe you can know about the Winston and they go. Why does your stream have black bars side now? They have black bars in the side because we're doing our stream in 4:3 aspect ratio. So that's why. Originally, it was doing anamorphic 16:9 under the FMLE, whereas with my system, I don't have it set to do anamorphic. Because, after all, why would you look at a 640 by 360 when you can look at a 640 by 480? The advantage by 640 by 480 is obviously I can get more video in the screen, and the screen's not as low of a resolution. So, that's why. Because if you use a 640 by 360, I'm not going to get too technical here because I know people probably don't give a shit, but what happens then is the stream, that's how they stretch it out. Is that they'll, in order to take some people, in the old days, apps cameras is the same deal, right? The old film cameras. You want to make a panoramic wide shot? Well, then you're only using less of the film, and then you're blowing up the picture, the film less of the film. And, which is kind of annoying as hell. Especially when you try to read the chats on your phone, then you can't read the chats on your phone because you can't see the damn screen because it's being squished to hell. I can do the same effect of 640 by 360 on this software, but honestly, do you really want to live with a loss of resolution? That's a major loss. Sure, would it make any difference for the quality video though? You might actually. Really? Yeah, because if you think about it, instead of 640 by 480, you're sending 640 by 360, which means that there'll be less pixels going out on the internet connection. Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't think of that. Oh, is that for... okay. Apartments in Connecticut had gone through the fucking roof, too. 2-bedroom apartments is going to cost Patty $825 a month. And I'm like, oh, and she said, that's heat now, we're included. I said, and then we'd also priced up the single bedrooms with the same kind of combinations like mine. These landlords are fleecing the fuck out of the tenants. Big time. I never realized that, well, I kind of did. I never really paid much attention to how much a brick gone up in prices. For a single bedroom apartment with heat and hot water included in the rent is nuts. Really, it's nuts. It's just crazy. All the issues. What issues? You mean with the computer, or about everything in general? I mean, the computer's not the only thing I've been working with. It certainly has been a major part of the show, but it's not the only thing. Um, I'm going to try later on. I'll see if I can set it for 640 by 360. I'll have to readjust the software accordingly, but I really don't know if it's worth the loom. Yep. Maybe you're right. Maybe it wouldn't be a good idea, because in this camera, everything's going to get all squished and mashed, and then everybody's going to see even less quality out of it. Some. What do you mean some dude slashed you in the ear last night? What in the bloody heck were you doing? Were you at a bar or something? What do you mean some dude slashed you in the ear last night? What in the bloody heck were you doing? Were you at a bar or something? State. Well, what is bothering me is the fact is that um, we were supposed to get snow on Wednesday, and it looks like that changed. Which kind of sucks, because it would be nice to see the first snow for autumn. But obviously that's not going to happen, because unless it changes again. Right now it's overcast outside. It's light rain showers, but I was really looking forward to seeing some snow for Wednesday and Thursday, but that's obviously changed. I'm a little frustrated that the Patty is kind of needs some help, and I can't really do much to help her out, because she still got to get her car, you know, insurance, registration, and repairs done, and she doesn't have the money for that. Oh no, I'm just tired. Like I said, I've been working on this computer stuff for days, and I just, I'm also kind of out of the loop with the news, because I haven't even really had time to focus to even watch anything, because I've been working on this technical issues. So that's the reason why it may seem a little off, because I'm not really trying to be off. I'm just trying to watch all the things that were going on. No, I haven't done a vlog. You're right. I haven't done any. As I said, I've been tired. I've been pulling in, literally, looking at every single possible thing that could be causing the stream to chop up like it does, and so I just haven't had any motivation or energy to get out there and cover anything. I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed that that Bob Stefanowski, the Republican candidate for governor, didn't win. It was a really tight race. Ted Lamont took it by about 2%, and it was really tight. And I would love to see a Republican back into. We haven't had a Republican in the state of Connecticut for governor since John Rowland, and I wanted to see that, but it's not going to happen this year. I just hope that Ted Lamont does a halfway decent job and doesn't try to repeat Daniel P. Malloy's mistakes. Oh, I'm not gonna go Ruth Bader Ginsburg on you, trust me. She fell asleep actually in the middle of a conference. I remember that. I was seeing a video and I was like, what? Didn't you get a good night's sleep before the conference, lady? It's like, I can't believe that she fell asleep. And then she mentioned a section of law. She couldn't even fully remember it, so an intern had to give her a copy of the law, the Constitution, certain sections of the Constitution she was going to quote. And she couldn't even remember the whole thing. So she really clearly is losing her ability to memorize facts, and it's a big issue. Oh, I'll be around. I mean, I'm just, like I said, there's like some people say is, you're really dedicated to making this channel a success. You throw all this time and energy into it, and it's gonna, and that makes it harder because, like we said, we need a better internet connection. And that's just more money I don't have to throw around for better internet, and I got the best internet connection I can from Frontier, and that's this is, and then of course, like I said, emotionally I've just been overworked with the computer issues, and I haven't had a chance to take a good emotional shit for myself. I just need the house and unwind, and that's what I do with the soup kitchen with Patty, and that usually works out great. But like lately, going into the soup kitchen, it's like you get involved with other people's politics, and sometimes my ears, I can't always hear them right, and then of course, they drone on and on and on, and then just like Critical Unity does, and the next thing you know, it's like my brain says, I'm done. Flip me over, this side's done. It's like, I just need sometimes I just get like that. It's like, how else to put it? And that's the truth. Is, I think that, given that people, first of all, some people on my channel, for a long time, didn't even realize, how much work goes in behind the scenes. Of course, you and Nick and Cringe Report do understand because you got to go through the same setup yourselves. Setting up the platforms and layouts like this. There is one thing OBS has I could do with this. I'm not sure exactly how would be the best way to do it, and that is, I could create what they call scenes. I could actually create buttons that have whole scenes of stuff created into one big giant button press that turns everything. But I'm still trying to find the best format. But the work that goes involved with the computer and the emotional levels, and just, I don't know. I think that I'm glad to know that the people who've been used to troll my channel haven't really trolled me that much anymore. Same here. Oh, how's the bubble losing? Yeah, well, like I said, I'm just trying to do a good job, and that's. I'm not the kind of person who likes to, just give only 1%, half my best. I'm the kind of person that will push and push and push and push until I give 100% of my best. And that's just the way I do it. Because I know that is what you, the audience, want to see. You want to see my best. You don't want to see me just give a half-assed, baked presentation where, the sound is mediocre and the video is kind of crappy. You guys deserve better than that, and I tried to give it to you. So yes, I know, but there are some things that people might say. Why don't you just go for 640 by 480 and fill out the screen? And I'm like, yeah, I could see why you would say that, and then you could see how that could be nice, but you trade off when anamorphic video, you trade off quality of the picture for simulating widescreen. It's on my iPhone, for example, when you do it the other way, I get letterboxing, and that's just as on the sides or on the top and bottom, which is just as annoying as hell. So, I mean, that makes it any easier. But the point is I work hard to do a good job, and that's what I want to do. I like to give my best when I can. Yeah, yeah. I think everybody has at some point is going through a hard time. I know that in my own case, um, uh, yeah. But in the case of CU, though, one of the things with him is I think that he needs to get into therapy. I think he's got a lot of issues that has just never been addressed, and that's kind of slowing him down. Yeah, you're right. There's nothing better than hanging your own kick me sign on your back, right? I don't think he even realizes he's doing that, and the self sabotage. I don't think he even realizes he's doing that, and that's the thing that makes it even worse. Is like, I mean, how do I put this? It's like if you like act like a buffoon, and then you get mad when people say you are a buffoon. Well, then you have to stop acting like a buffoon. But if you don't know you're a buffoon, now how are you supposed to stop acting like a buffoon? And that's exactly what's happening with critical unity. It's like you listen to him talk, and listen to he rambles and yells and talks about this new world order and how he says he wants to be responsible for a sustainable planet, which is fantastic. But the truth of the matter is that critical unity, you don't understand that sustainability is right now you got enough problems in your life. Worry about your own personal sustainability. Don't worry about the planet's sustainability. Fix thyself first. Get yourself back together. That's all you have to do. And I know it's hard. I've taken a lot of tough moves in my own life to make myself financially and emotionally feel better. And it is hard. But critical unity has to do is he's got to first of all stop acting like he knows everything, because listening to him, he makes me feel like that he really doesn't understand that you cannot. Seriously, you cannot understand everything in the world. It's almost impossible. The world is too big to know everything. Friend who tried to help, but it was at least looks like it should be easy enough for him to save up for a year to get back to Canada. Yeah, but you know what though, Ginge? If the situation with the WPA in the UK is anything like the and social insecurity in the United States, they're gonna be looking at his bank account for how much money you have there. And then what they're going to do is they're going to put him on a spend down until he basically depletes the money in his bank account. That's the way these organizations work, because they don't want you to become self-sufficient. So when they see you have above a certain amount of money in the bank, as far as they're concerned, they say, oh, we don't need this anymore. Use up your money first. Then we'll give you more money. And it's exactly what the problem is. he would have to put his money into a secret bank account somewhere, and not even that doesn't do proper FINSRA or whatever reporting, and then maybe he might be able to put the money away. I don't recommend that. Or FINRA. Is it FINRA or FINSRA? I think it's FINRA, but okay, it's not me. I know it's not Lumi. That'd be interesting. Do I report Lumi? What Michelle means is if you have a bank that worries about racketeering and stuff, and you put money into that bank, and you want to keep it secret, covert, so that the government can't spy on your check amount, that technically goes under money laundering and clandestine operations, which in the United States goes under several things. So I don't know if the banks in the UK are that tightly controlled by the government that they have to report any accounts and deposits that are made in your name. What you need to do is convert to Bitcoin, move and exchange it for a new currency. Yeah, you could do that. But I don't think CU is totally conversant on the Bitcoin thing. I don't think he really would understand Bitcoins. I don't even understand Bitcoins. But the point is that for him, it makes it a problem. Underwater, from what I can say, the answer probably is a big fat no. I don't know who his parents are, but I think his parents probably are mad at him because he decided to do what they consider something stupid. He explained in one of his videos that the problem was his mother was extremely angry that he went to the UK. And because he went to the UK, she basically decided to disown him from any kind of family involvement for that reason. So he doesn't even got his immediate family to help him. Maybe somebody in his extended family might help him. But, there's the old expression that goes, that's not my problem. And then that's what's going to happen is when it comes to somebody else's problem, then it's harder to say it's not my problem. For example, I know in my case, when I ask for people, nicely for some assistance, of course, they say to me basically is, that's not my problem. I can't help you because I got my own issues, which I understand that. Well, critical unity, I mean, if he was to go out there and start asking for help from strangers, there's no guarantee anybody would be willing to go ahead and help him because we all have our own issues in life. Everybody does, even me. So it's not easy to get around that problem for that reason. Right now I'm going to check this casino a bit. I don't know where I have some Bitcoin, but I do not fully trust it. Our limit said I would help him do that if he needed it. Good luck, Skynet. I would never turn my back on my brothers, no matter what. Well, unfortunately, I don't know where some families don't think that way. Okay? It's sad. It's true. Okay? And when that happens, I think that is the biggest crime that anyone could ever do, is when your own family turns their back on you. It just happens so often now, which is sad. It never should happen. Because it makes it ever so much harder. You have your family behind you 1,000%, or even just 75% would be fine for some people. then you feel better about yourself because you know that you always got someone there that you can trust that will be willing to back you up. But in this age of dysfunctional families, I don't know if that's ever going to happen ever again. I think that's long gone. That's long over. Well, still, like I said, rich. I mean, when you have family now that stands by you and you can always call on them if you're in a real jam, that's a great thing, and that's something that I'd love to see more people have. But so many people don't have that, and so they have to fend for themselves, and it kind of sucks. It's what parties are you? Oh, I'm washing any panties. I'm gonna have to wash socks. Cause not washing them today though. I'm gonna wash them tomorrow in the laundry. Um, so that's what AT Cookie 666 asks us about the panties. Well, I'm not washing panties. I gotta wash my socks. Springsteen has a great lyric. He says, "Man turns his back on family is no friend of mine." Yeah, I can understand that. And stretching here. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna answer one thing right now for those people who want to know why we don't make the anamorphic 640 by 360. I will dick with it this afternoon. After the show, I'm gonna see if I can get the software to do it. I'll try a 640 by 360 stream, but honestly, it goes against my better judgment. The hell with it. We'll try it. It'll reduce your bit rate by bit. Yeah, how much is a bit? Good question, I don't know. Right now, I'm staying steady at 724 kilobits per second. Yeah, that's good. That's with reason for my internet. I would have increased it, but all right. So anyway, let's get back to the chat. I don't want to talk too much about the computer stuff because it bores everybody to tears. Zappa has a great lyric also. Just what will you give me for your titles and beer, titties and beer? Yeah, that may be a better lyric. I'm your favorite fan. I've heard a lot of people say they're my favorite fans. I got a lot of people that watch the show. Alright, so let's need to say that if my mother and I were able to negotiate in the past earlier, we could have maybe saved me and her a lot of heartaches. So I don't really know what the story is with critical unity and is, but I mean, my personal experience is. Let's see how it's playing here. If my mother and I were able to negotiate in the past earlier, we could have maybe saved me and her a lot of heartaches. Yeah. It says, in your sexiest, most bestest, most cheapest fan though. I get that part. I'm still learning those emojis, Ginger. I don't know anything what all those emojis mean. Like this one here with the rolling eyes, and of course the smirk. Oh, okay. Well, so what are you gonna do? Well, um, we'll try it later on. I think I can get it to work, but I'm not really sure. It's it's just that it goes against my better judgment. Yeah. Oh, God. But for right now, it's working, so at least I could take a break from going crazy on the video editing and have it. Thanks. I just kind of just brushed her real fast and then got it ready for the show. Um, uh, um, my hair retouched a couple days ago, on Wednesday, so it's been growing a lot faster now, so that makes it a bit of a challenge. What are you guys going to be doing for Thanksgiving for in your, with your families? Because I haven't heard anything from my mother, and I haven't heard anything from Patty either. I don't know what Patty's planning. I do know the Soup Kitchen's Thanksgiving is going to be on November 20th, which is 2 days. I think it's 2 days before regular official Thanksgiving. So I will be at the Soup Kitchen for Thanksgiving. Ugh. And but I have no idea what's going on for Christmas. When is Christmas anyway? I don't know. Well, it's the 21st, which is on Friday this year. So let's see. 4 days. I think it's a Tuesday for Christmas. Anybody know exactly? Because I'm not sure. I think Christmas, December 25th, is on a Tuesday. Yeah, well, holidays are always hard because I don't have really anybody really celebrate them besides Lumi, and like I said, I go to the Soup Kitchen, but for Christmas, other than the Soup Kitchen Christmas, there is nothing else to do for me. It's just I sit here at the house, and I used to love the Christmas parties my family used to have. Christmas Eve, all the extended family would get together and would celebrate a huge Christmas shindig, right? Together at this house. Each year would be a different relative's house. And that's one of the reasons why my family's houses were so damn huge. My late uncle, my father's brother, was a multimillionaire. And so he had this huge house that was a big, giant colonial house that was an original colonial, not a reproduction. It was original from the 1700s. get together there, and he and he'd have, because it's so large, they had like 3 or 4 kitchens in there. So what's kind of nice is you could easily cook, have two completely different kitchens cooking food. And food, oh God, we had it. We had lots of food. And and I remember in high school years, we'd gather together. We'd have Santa Claus visiting, say, mostly for the younger people and some of the high school kids. Of course, I sometimes would get little presents too, because one of the things that my father's brother, my uncle Ernie, used to think was, Michelle really needs sometimes a little bit of extra helping hand. So I was, part of the Christmas gift giving list for a long time, and it was pretty exciting because I used to get some good stuff. I mean, like occasionally I'd get like a flashlight, or a radio or something like that, or maybe even you know something really awesome. Like one year I got a CB radio, which was cool because it was a CB radio base station, and that was just awesome because I was able to actually do some cool things with that. Um, well, I will probably send her a message on Facebook, a messenger, but she technically doesn't have much real family anymore either. I mean, my father died. She's left alone pretty much. My brother still lives with her at the house. She's, you know, struggling with age, just like everyone else is. And sometimes she goes and sees my sister and her husband, um, and their kids and you know, and her grandkids, which is my niece Danielle and a few others. Actually, even um, the kids from um, my sister's husband are kind of been considered to be extended family too. So it's it's a lot of people to keep your eyes on. But I'll tell you a secret. I never had anything bad to say about my relatives, um, and um, I'm surprised when me and my mom weren't talking. Then I was still talking to my other aunt. I'm surprised my other aunt didn't intervene, and I asked my other aunt to intervene, and she didn't intervene, which is kind of sad. And of course now, like I said, she's getting up there in years too. That's my father's sister, and my aunt Anne Marie is one of those people who's truly concerned about the well-being of everybody. I'm surprised that she didn't go ahead after I talked to her on Facebook. She didn't get on the phone and call my mother and say, "Hey, listen, Ellen, you got to do Michelle a favor. You got to, you know, see her because she needs you." That was It was through Nick and his little calling action that is what finally got my mother to talk to each other. Even my own aunt couldn't even manage to break the ice. That's something that's sad. And my aunt is highly respected among all the family, and I'm really surprised that it took that much effort just to get people to talk to each other. My brother works. He does the same job my dad did before he died. He works for the family business my uncle runs called Dalene Flooring. He's a floor layer. That's what he does for a living. Um, I have my older brother. He's 3 years older than me, and I have a younger sister, and she's like 3 years older than me. I'm in the middle, so I guess it kind of works out. But my younger sister is married to an Andrew Getty Construction. So, as I said, my family's involved in the trades. We're all tradespeople. Um, Floor laying, finished carpentry, woodworking, cabinet making, some electrical, a little bit of plumbing on the side here and there. We work with other tradespeople too. Like we work with Rushlows. That's why it's pronounced as Rushlows or Rushlows. They're the plumbing people. We actually are friends with them. So we have friends in many trades, and masons and carpenters and roofers, and of course we do floor laying. So it's just a really down to earth, just like Mike Rowe would say, your perfect dirty job. You know, I mean, I've been, even when I was a child, I was always involved in demo. Seriously, even at 5, I was smashing walls. It's true. Um, Michelle will be doing a Christmas song special. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I got some music. Um, I'm gonna make sure to check the copyrights and all that music, because right now we're not monetized, so that's really not gonna be affecting us. But I gotta make sure, like the music with the different artists, are not gonna result in the shows getting blacked. Like for example, I wanted to do the song "Fool in the Hill," and then recorded it before I found out that I couldn't record it because Sony Universal would not allow that song to be shared on the internet. So that was like, because they thought it was associated with the film, which it was. It was associated with the oh my goodness, I keep forgetting the name, and not the nature of it. Oh my god, what is that? Yeah, that tour there, the tour bus. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Anyway, so that was, I couldn't play "Fool in the Hill," and was kind of sad because I like to take music apart for fun. So I got, we did during a convocation one year. We had me singing and stuff, or actually not so much singing, it's more like wiggling around a lot. Which is true, you know. And like I said, Christmas is really my time. It's just, it sucks when you don't have any family. But you know, hey, I'll be honest. I mean, it's a lot better than. Imagine how horrible it would be if I didn't even have the soup kitchen community to go to having Christmas with. That would really bite the big one. Yeah, I survive on my own, but I don't quite live the way I want to. My life is, of course, a work in progress, as in everybody else's life. So, you know, of course, I'm getting older now, and I'm kind of slowing down a little bit because of my age. But I'm still trying to do my best. And maybe that's why it's like we had with the computer situation with the streams. It's maybe that's one of my biggest downfalls, is because I'm not the kind of person who really wants to give a half-assed baked job or whatever. I'm always focused on trying to do the very best I can, and so I like to give quality work. So for when some people ask me too if we could try setting it for another video mode instead of this one, I can try doing that. It's against my better judgment. I don't know if it's gonna make any less data bait rate. Right now it's playing okay. Yeah, it's playing okay. Let me see how it's doing here. Yeah, it's holding steady. It's not dropping any data. The quality's moderately good. The frame rate's reasonable. So, I mean, that's good. I mean, it's right now it's holding its own, so that's a good thing. Um, But I do want to save the money. I'm putting it away in that credit card because I am trying to pay off some of the principal. Notice I said the word trying because my goal is somewhat similar to what we talked about a couple days ago. Is that I want to um, consider having money aside so I can either A, get my teeth fixed, which I'd like to do, or have money in case I decide to relocate and move. Because me and my clique of people I talked to at the soup kitchen kind of agreed that one of the things that's wrong with Winston is there's really nothing out here in Winston for people who don't have cars. If you had a car, you could go places, but then it had to add an expense. Like, for example, Patty has a car, but right now she can't afford to get back on the road again. And I said to her, well, that's the biggest problem. It's so expensive. I don't even know how you would even be able to afford to get that car on the road. And she's like, yeah, I know. It's like I gotta pay the insurance, I gotta pay the registration, I gotta pay for the repairs, and I don't get that kind of money coming in. She says, I feel like I've reached my limit. I said, well, you did. I said, I've been trying to explain that to you the whole time. You took on too much, and you gave it a good shake, you gave it a good try, and you just took on too many responsibilities. When you take on too many responsibilities, it's just creates chaos for everybody. But at least you can admit to yourself that you took on too many responsibilities and are willing to, be honest about it. I'm not going to hold it against you. So, but to say I'm living completely the way I want to is not correct because you know what I miss? I miss my satellite dish. I really do. I really miss a satellite dish. I really miss watching TV at all because I used to. The TV may have been probably the one thing that kept me more in touch with what was going on in the world because I would watch a lot of history and documentary and occasionally news shows and I'd have shows for entertainment and fun. And I don't have those anymore, and because of that reason, sometimes I almost feel like my brain's rotting away. It's like, and that's why maybe if I still had the TV I could watch, I can't get an aerial on the roof because first of all, where I live right now. I need a new aerial because the existing aerial that is available on the roof is rusted to hell. They all are. Yeah, she has too many cats and 2 dogs, and she can't have dogs here. So she's got too many animals, and I got too many animals, and that would be really, really bad if she was to move in, because that reason. Um, well, yeah, it's cheap. I had it, but I didn't even have the money for a long time because the utility is expensive to even get Netflix. So I had to basically forego Netflix. I had to forego Hulu. Um, there was a service available for Kodi that you could subscribe to and watch movies on and stuff. It was a monthly subscription too. I ended up forgoing on that. Um, so there's a lot of stuff I didn't get a chance to actually keep up with. I ended up watching a lot of leftovers on YouTube. But maybe the day will come once I can get the budget completely improved, then maybe I'll have money to do that. But for the time being, I don't think that's going to happen because it's just not financially likely to happen. So, just trying to see me in the picture. They can hear me yawning here. Maybe I'll have money to do that. But for the time being, I don't think that it's just not financially likely to happen. Yeah. So anyway, I really am a little bit God. I don't really know which is really Hulu or the Netflix because I part of me is well, I actually can go to Netflix now because on this computer because I got the newer computer operating system and stuff. But the sad truth is that it's an additional expense on right now. Maybe in the future I will, but at this time I don't see how it's going to be something I could consider accommodating. I just checked the number of people watching the stream, and it varies from 7. It was down to 3, and then it got up to 7. And so I mean, I can say right now, it looks like everything is holding its own as far as the video goes. That's the video again. Because it's the one thing I've been dealing with for days. I haven't even like kept up with all the news. Like I said earlier, I went to the polling place on Tuesday. We went to vote first. Krista gave me a ride. Krista Ray gave me a ride to the car. Went to the polling place first. I voted, and she voted. And then we went to the Walmart. I picked up 2 6-packs of underwears, and then not much else than that really. I think that's all I got was underwear, and I think one more thing, but I forgot what it was. But anyway, I can't believe you forget things. I don't know. Right now my brain is like still half asleep. Alright, I was so then after that we went to Aldi's and bought some food for the house and things, and then that was it. Then I came back here and got ready for the Wednesday live stream, and I was saying it was Tuesday, so I had a chance to mess with the computer a bit. So I messed with the computer some. I worked on it until about 5 in the morning on Wednesday. Then I hit the mattress for a few hours. I woke up, and then about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, got ready to go to the soup kitchen. Went to the soup kitchen and hung out with Patty for a while. Then I came over here at the house. I messed with the computer live streaming software until the live stream on Wednesday night, and then after the live stream on Wednesday night, we did the same thing. I went and worked on the live stream till 4 in the morning again on Thursday. Then I went back to the soup kitchen for the regular lunch. Then I came home and worked on the live stream again from until 4 in the morning this morning, and then I went to bed. And after I did a video announcing that we have successfully achieved the perfect arrangement with using the T-Mobile streaming, but the problem is that the streaming didn't quite work as good as I'd liked it to work because this bridge adapter wasn't getting the packet rate in from the MiFi as good as it could. and I tried something called, um, um, yeah, I tried something called hardware tethering, and that didn't work either because my MiFi would not connect reliably to the computer. So this left me a whole, yeah, cat TV free downloads and movies on TV. I think it's time to get ready to wrap it up anyway. So honestly, it's 3:41, and I mean, does anybody want to ask you anything or talk about anything before we can wrap it up? Because I mean, everything right now is good. Okay. Well, let me ask you this question: do you really want me to change the screen to 640 by 360? Would that really make it much of an improvement for you guys? I mean, it'll be widescreen, but it'll be mediocre widescreen. Or would you rather I keep it like it is? I have my concerns with it, but if that's what you want, I could do it. But you know, is it really going to be something that you guys would tolerate? 640 by 360 screen. Would like some more details on your. It's not much to say. It's just my size underwear. That's all. Size 12s, because they got a belly on me. And it's better if they're a little bit bigger anyway, because that way, you know, they don't get stressed as hard. So. Well, no one said anything. Nope. I'll see if I can try setting that up, guys. I'll try doing it into a video first, or to a file, and see if the settings take. And then I'll look at and see what they look like. For those of you who want to know. But I personally, I don't know if I'm really going to like that look. It's just right now it's working, so I'm gonna look. Part of me says, leave it the fuck alone. It's working at this point. So, is it really worth messing it up? Okay, well, thank you. And this weekend, I'm going to enjoy my weekend doing something. We got a live stream tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow I'll debut that change, which isn't really that much of a change. You've seen it before. Okay, guys, I think it's time to get ready to wrap it up for now. I've had a pretty good day. We got a lot of things covered, and the stream, for the most intents and purposes, has been really not a problem. And I just I want to watch the replay and see how it came out, see how many frames get dropped and unpixelated, and all the happy horse hockey. So I'm gonna turn off this other stuff here. Ding, ding, ding. And so for now, everybody, I want to say thank you for watching the show. I will see you tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Time in the United States. That is 5 p.m., 7 p.m. Irish time, UK time. So we'll see each other tomorrow too. And I will see if I can try to get the 640 by 360 set for that for tomorrow, so you can see what it looked like an uber widescreen. Though honestly, I don't think it's worth it. But yeah, okay, we'll try it anyway. So for now, guys, talk to you later. Bye bye. Bye bye, everybody.